want it to have to come down to a comeback, but the Lakers have been good at it statistically. Check out these numbers. They already have 3 wins this season when they have trailed by 10-plus points. Since last season, they have the best record in the NBA when they have trailed by 10 or more, going 16 of 18. Let's hear from LeBron on the work-in-progress Lakers.
For the first 10 games, I think we've played B-plus basketball, and that is absolutely okay because we are a team that added basically 5 new pieces to the rotation, and Trez and Dennis, Mark, Wes, and also Taylor. We've added 5 new pieces to our regular rotation, and we're still learning each other. We're getting accustomed to different lineups, playing with different guys. But I think through the first 10 games, we've played pretty good basketball. We want to be better, but through the first 10 games, I think B plus. I will give our grade, and that lets me know that we have room to improve, which is a bright spot.
Now, LeBron had a huge game against the Bulls, 28 points, 7 boards, 7 dimes. He continues to shatter record after record. His 579 games with 25 points, 5 boards, 5 assists is the most in NBA history, with all Hall of Famers below him on that list and James Harden. Wow. With that said, it's time for Fish's Focus, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Good time.
Fish, are you ready?
Great times.
Are you ready for what's about to happen?
It sounds like I have to be ready because
we're in the lottery. Somebody was
Fish, you're supposed to say, I stay ready, Allie.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
My bad. Well, that's automatic.
Automatic. You're going to talk LeBron with and without AD.
Yes, we are. 2 different players, I think, at times. I mean, still the same man as the Superman music plays, but more for LeBron.
Ooh, and that spotlight.
More for LeBron than me, but as you'll see here, when AD is on the court, this is his space, right? So LeBron pushed in transition, slows the basketball up. On the floor with Marc Gasol, they like to play through Mark. AD pulls out here, holds his defender, leaves room for LeBron to cut, but only after AD clears that block area. Here, LeBron without the basketball, setting screens, making himself available. His defender commits to Dennis's penetration. He finds the open area here. Now he drives the lane, goes up for the finish, but started that possession off the basketball with AD on the court. Here, AD spacing out, catches the basketball. He has his middle penetrating lane here. He attacks LeBron, giving AD room to operate, spaces the floor, knocks down the reload 3. Now, as you start to look at LeBron when Anthony Davis comes off the court, no AD, pick and roll. LeBron's going right down to the painted area. Doesn't have to necessarily leave that room open for AD. Hits the turnaround over the right shoulder, which he loves to favor. And then this is the spot he's always loved to operate in his career. Below free throw line extended. No Anthony Davis, isolation post-ups. We saw a lot more of that versus the Chicago Bulls. And that's what I love about LeBron's ability to adjust his game based on his teammates' strengths and weaknesses. And so look for that. AD will be back tonight. Maybe not as much ISO mid-range post-ups for LeBron, but more attacking in transition, knocking down a few threes, making sure Anthony Davis, one of the best players on the floor, has room to do his thing.
I thought you were about to jump off the high rope like Snoop last week. WWE style.
No.
You didn't like that music? You didn't like all that spotlight? Manny, I loved it.
I liked it. I was getting. You just see me over there? That was a nice addition to the.
Manny Fresh hooked it up for me. I appreciate you, Manny.
Well done, as always. Big game. Okay, I got to get back on track. I was excited. When it comes to LeBron, his ability to kind of change that mentality to be aggressive in attack mode with or without AD on the floor, how impressive is that to see that?
It's almost like bringing your coach from the bench out on the floor and just kind of like coaching you around like he is in practice, because those are the type of the adjustments that I see him making. I know he has a lot of communication with the coaching staff, but LeBron can do just about everything on the floor. And one of his major talents is his ability to recognize what they need and when they need it. I can't even tell you. I've seen, the great was, Magic was good at it, Larry Bird. There's been some great players that recognize what the team needed, and they can do it. Rebound, pass, score, defend. And so, he never seeks to amaze me. He marvels me at how he continues to do this at a late age of his career.
From LeBron James to the Lakers, playing 4 games in the last 7 days, which means we have plenty of big moments. So without further ado, let's take a look at the top plays from the week that was. Number 10, Fish versus the Grizz. Under 2 minutes in the game, dynamic duo coming in clutch.
Yeah, pick and roll, getting LeBron to his left hand. AD rolling right down the lane line. Oh, nice finish through traffic. Anytime LeBron's getting to his left, it's going to be a tough night for the defenders.
Speaking of the two, as you just so well broke them down. Number 9, big game versus the Bulls. Seconds to go in the first quarter. Good ball movement.
Caruso, I can't even tear that little dribble forward, brought the defense up so that Tucker could have that shot. Great shot by Tucker, but responsibility was on Caruso with the great little dribbled in.
Then number 8 here against the Bulls. Fish bullying his way. LeBron James.
Yeah. Those are things that can't be taught, Allie. Just
Is that what you're talking about?
too big, too strong, and one against the Chicago Bulls for the King.
Number 7, take a listen.
Hey, you didn't see my floater all last year?
Not that much.
I'm like, what? I was probably in New Orleans. I used to do it all the time. But yeah, I mean, me and Trey just had an argument about who has the best floater as a big. You know, my floaters, I'll bring it out more.
He's got the better floater, big game. Trez ready.
He's got a nice one. I think he was a little peed off on that one. He showed him everything.
Yeah, he was. Number 6, Fish.
Yeah, THT getting downhill, drops it off to AD in the dunker spot for the dunk and finish.
Good vision. Just 20 years old. THT. Number 5. Listen in.
Look at the block by Harold. No trespassing there.
Oh,
Look at
nice.
this move. Montrez put it up and
nice.
in. What a move for Trez. Doing it at both ends of the floor for the Lakers.
What more can you say, big game?
You know what? The block is amazing. It's, you know, you're coming from the weak side, but we talked about how they don't call any plays for him. They're going to start calling some plays for this young fella because he's lethal. He's got some nice moves. He used to eat my Tar Heels up when he was at Louisville. I hated him.
Number 4, Logo Braun was back this night against the Grizz.
Yeah, that's a long way from the basket, but he makes it knock down the 3, which Big Game said we're going to have a 4-pointer pretty soon.
Gotta add one.
Number 3, AD showing off his skills, big game.
The footwork to be able to go in and drop step and cover that much ground against Aldridge. Not your best defensive player, but nevertheless, he went to the defense, avoided the stunt, drop step to the baseline, and covered about 8 feet for a dunk. Amazing talent.
Number 2.
LeBron behind the back. LeBron free throw line. Tough shot from 18.
No.
Is perfect.
Seriously? Good enough.
Under a minute now. Laker lead is 5. Clark again. Oh,
Blocked
defense by LeBron.
LBJ.
LeBron both ends of the floor.
Do you teach that, Fish?
No, you don't. But he works on it, though. Turning over the right shoulder, that can be taught, but understanding, like James said earlier, when to make the plays that the team needs and being able to do it, King James.
And he's coming in, big game at number 1 as well.
Hey, Al, you take this one. You've seen this one your whole career. What's up with that?
I'm just curious as to why no one can stop him as he continues to do it his entire career.
You see that left shoulder right there? That's why nobody can stop it. That's why nobody can
Can't
stop
teach it. We're getting closer to tip-off in Houston. Good to see DeMarcus Cousins back on the court. Boogie lost all of last season to injury.